Your host for today's presentation. Briefly, the topic we want to discuss is what I titled Pride and Poverty. That the two things you cannot keep together, the wrong combination. Pride and poverty are two things that you cannot keep together. You cannot be poor and also be arrogant or be proud on the other side. A lot of people are not what they does not have what they think they deserve or desire, simply because they are too full of themselves. Okay, now here on earth, there's one thing I need you to understand, and that is that whatever you are praying for, whatever your prayer point is, or whatever you're asking God for, or whatever you think you need, it will be sent from heaven to people, okay, for you. Because nobody is going to go to heaven directly to receive anything. It is God will give the answer to your prayer to someone who would next call you to deliver to you what you're asking, what you have prayed for. Whether it's a job, whether it's a relocation, whether it's whatever it must be given to someone to give to you. So, and it takes a humble person to be able to go to someone and say, please, or can you assist me, or I know that you have access to so and so place, can I please ride on your connection or influence or knowledge or whatever to assess what I am looking for. I've asked for this for a very long time, and after much time thinking or talking about this, someone referred me to you. So if you are not a humble person, you won't be able to approach that person to the helper, sort of. So like I said, our topic, welcome online, our topic is that two things you must never combine. Two things you must never combine: pride and poverty. You cannot combine the two. They will never work together. What it will do is that pride will not allow you to see help. Pride will not allow you to see help when help is coming. Pride will allow you to will make you to reject help when help is coming. And most of the times the help that we're seeking doesn't come really like the answer. It can come in disguise, it can come as something else that would ordinarily require you to be humble to assess it. It's now in the course of your humbly assessing it or humbly seeking for it, that is when and how you will then discover that, oh, this is the answer to what I've been looking for. So we are discussing and saying that pride and poverty does not go together. Once once you are full of yourself, you won't be able to ask for anything from anybody. Once you think that you have it all, or you know it, or even when you don't, then you won't be able to do that. So anybody that is in need of anything at this point in time, I've said it and I'll still say it again, whatever you think you're looking for is in somebody's hand. As far as you're here on earth, whatever you're looking for, whatever you are desiring to have, is in somebody's hand here on earth too. And the only thing that will make you to access it from that person that is the holder of that blessing is humility. Okay, so poverty does not necessarily mean lack of money. It just means lack of anything per time. You can be poor of something per time and rich or wealthy of some other thing per time. So, and because we are here on earth and because human needs are insatiable, we will keep seeking to have more. That's one thing I noticed about the wealthy or the rich. They have a network of people who are always around. They play around to get what they want. Once you need something or desire something, or there's a business you have seen in a certain place and you think you need it, what you just need to do is to study that environment or to study that arena to be able to know who and who is in charge. Then you use relationship, the social capital. This is one of the most important aspects of the whole thing. Everybody must have how wealthy or how big or how large your social capital is. That's how easier or how it will be easy for you to access anything that you need. So, and once you're full of yourself, you're someone that lives and dying with pride, you won't be able to build social network of, you know, someone had also said that in getting friends, try to get people that are of the same level with you. One, try to get people that are above you. Two, try to get people that you are yes, that you are higher than, you are above them. Three, I think, yes. So these three set of people that have more than you, people that you have more than, and people that you have the same with. So these three set of people, at every point in time, you will know whom to reach out to for a particular thing. It's just like looking down on a security man in an organization, thinking that you want to go and see the boss. By the end of the day, one day something will happen. Second man will tell you, boss is not around, even when boss is around. Okay, so and it becomes an issue for you. So you see that you would need to always be the person that can easily say, please, can you, sir, can I kindly get this from you? I would appreciate it if you can assist me get this or do that. But once you cannot say, I would appreciate it if you help me do this or do that, you're always like, then you're not going to go anywhere. You just stay stuck in one place. So this is August. In fact, today is 16. So the year is almost coming to an end. It won't be long now. We'll enter the ember moon, the last 4 months of the year. And I don't know how far you have gone with your dreams or things you mapped out that you're going to do this year. I don't know how many that you've been able to do. But I need to look inward to find out, does it mean, or could it be that I've not made use of my capital, social capital? Could it be that I've not been able to plead with one or two persons to assist me? Could it be that I'm full of myself in so much so that I cannot even see where my help is going to come from, just below, just beneath me here? So by the time you take this kind of stock, you'll be able to know and determine whom you should approach and ask for help from. It is not bad to say please. It's not because there's one thing about this thing. Okay, when you say please Collins, can you help me to get this and that and that, and if I help you get it and you have gotten it, what else? You don't have anything to do with me now. You understand? So even if I insulted you or I spoke to you the way you did not like and you have gotten it, the important thing is that you have gotten what you're looking for. It's as simple as that. Just like learning, you cannot learn from somebody if you're not humble. Okay, so if you want to learn, once you want someone to teach you something or to give you what he or she has that you don't have, it means that you will still need to be humble to be able to access it. So what we have been discussing so far is that poverty and pride does not go together. Poverty and pride can never go together. Poverty and pride will never go together. Everybody has someone he or she is answering sir or ma to. I don't know your level, but I know that there's no great man that doesn't have somebody we call Oga over here in Nigeria. There's someone that is a boss. Everybody has a boss. Even that your boss in the office has another boss that he reports to. So every boss, in fact, I think this will be the summary of the whole conversation, that every boss has a boss. Okay, so if you think that you know so much or you're too big not to have a boss, it means you won't go far. Okay, you have plenty limitations on your way trying to go far. So you must know that every boss has a boss, and it takes humility for a boss, like a boss, now a big boss, to have a bigger boss. Even presidents of nations have people they report to. Okay, so every boss, if you forget anything I said this evening, I want you to remember that every boss has what? A boss. So, and it takes humility for a boss to have a boss, for an oga to have oga. Over here, there are people they call ogande oga, that is the boss of the boss. Okay, so but that person you call boss of the boss also has a boss. If you don't have this network, it means that you'll be limited. Okay, because nobody has everything. You just need that boss to connect to. Your boss can just speak to some other boss, or other bosses, and they will just say, okay, send him to come, or send her to come, and you will come. And when you come, what you're going to say is very simple. I am from so and so person. Say, oh, you're the man that he referred to us to. Yeah, okay, come, let's do business with you. And the reason why they're doing business with you is simply because of the credibility or the trust or the reliance they have on the boss who sent you, which ordinarily you wouldn't you wouldn't have been able to penetrate into. Now, at that point, if you watch, you are progressing. At that point, it's now you that will make them to call you back again. The way you conducted yourself, the way you handled that day's relationship will determine if you are going to be invited for another opportunity some other time. But the important thing here is that every boss has a boss. There is boss of the boss, and you as a boss must also have a boss. And then loyalty now comes in. You must be loyal to your boss. So poverty and pride does not ever work together. What it will do is that it will make you to remain poor. Okay, so, and poverty wears out. There's no glory in poverty. You can't say, give me the title, the poorest man in the community. What we've always hear is richest man in the community, richest man in the Africa, richest man in the world, richest man in the state, richest man in the country, all those kind of things. But I've not seen the poorest man in the state award given to somebody, and somebody will say, I'm competing to appear as the poorest person in the state or in my area or something. So the only way to stop this is to understand that poverty and the pride does not and will never and can never and should never go together. Whatever you need, sir, ma, whatever you need, put yourself down. In my language, they will say, put your eyes in the water. So put your eyes in the water to see where you can get your help from. And then when you understand where you can get your help from, find out what you need to do. Do you need to say, excuse me, sir, please, sir, can you help me? Please, I would appreciate if you can help me. Do you need to tell someone to take you to that man or that woman that will help you? They will help you. Simply go, humble yourself, go there, receive your help, and appreciate the help you have received. This is another level of it now. After you have received help, are you going to say to help be the person that gave me the help? No. Once you receive help, you will need to appreciate the help, because one of the books I read says, I've read one time, says, if you are climbing the ladder, remember not to something like when you're coming down, you march down those that head the ladder for you, because they have a lot to do in that decision. So the same boss that referred you to someone where you have gotten something and you're now being arrogant can decide to get back to them and say, the feedback is that you should close this door, and when you come second chance, they will tell you there's nothing for you again. So in life, if you want to go far, I need you to understand that every boss has a boss. That's number one. Number two, pride and poverty does not go together. They are enemies. Pride and humility. Poverty and humility is what you need. You cannot be poor. You cannot be poor and be arrogant now. You cannot be poor and you can't beg. You can't beg. So who will help you? How will you not get help? You say, I'm trusting God. Which God? Have you seen God before? God is far away in heaven. He says the heaven belongs to the Lord our God, and the earth he has given to the sons of men. So here on earth, now sons of men, they here. This earth belongs to sons of men, where God is seated in heaven, while God is seated in heaven. So you can't be seeking for something from sons of men and be intimidating them with your prayer and with your God. After you have prayed, God will still direct you to someone. He will speak to the person to assist you. But that is on the fact that you have humbled yourself. So as I bring this meeting to a summary, to a close, I want to remind you of our key points. Every boss has a boss. Number one. Number two, poverty and pride cannot, will not, should not, must never go together. Yes. Then humility is the key to everything. No matter your height, there's another height to climb. No matter where you are right now on, in life, there's still a better place ahead until you take your last breath. So I want you to put this to work. Share our video if you have learned something. Comment and like, recommend our page. But the important thing, this channel, but the important thing is that poverty and pride do not go together. Stay humble. Stay humble. You will achieve more. Thank you and God bless. Bye.